Oh wow, when did you become so good at yo-yo?
Well, between the last two videos, Wayne, I became a yo-yo specialist.
Wow.
It's pretty special, I know.
Could I ever go?
Well, I guess so.
I'm not sure I'm going to be quite as pro as you, but I'll learn in the next two videos.
Okay, alright.
Hang on a sec. Everything I know is a lie. It's all lies. They're not even square.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Wayne, so I've got to admit. It's spherical.
And it's called yo-ball. Let me know when you're good at pokeballs.
Love pokeballs.
So, real life graphs.
Absolutely. Not the other ones are imaginary.
No, but maths likes to use actual examples and then plot them on a graph and then ask you to work out stuff.
It does. So, let's have an example.
Okay. I'm on a cruise ship. I'm having a cruise. Cost me quite a lot. Yeah, I'm on, I mean, not right now.
It's a great cruise ship.
And I've got this graph here.
Mm-hmm.
And you've been told that down the bottom here is time
Alright.
in seconds. And up here is distance in meters.
Okay.
And it's got this straight line. And I'm going to ask you, what's the speed of the cruise ship?
Ooh. It might need an equation, Wayne.
We are definitely going to need an equation. It's an equation that you may have heard of, but you should definitely get drilled into your brain by the exam when you hear it.
It is, you might have heard it in science, and that is your speed is equal to your distance over the time it takes to travel that distance.
Just like that. And you'll notice distance is the change in y here, because it's the y-axis, and time is the x-axis.
So in fact, it's the same as gradient.
It is. The gradient of this line would give you the speed. Now I haven't actually given you any values yet, so I'll give you some now so we can have an actual example. This should go through the origin if we imagine ourselves from a port, just to make it a bit easy for you.
Alright.
And this is, we'll say 3,600.
Oh, that's quite a lot of seconds, Wayne.
And then this bit is, say, 20 metres. We'll have a look, just what would be the velocity or speed. Both of these words can be used.
They can be.
So don't let it throw you off if it says velocity. It just means speed, it's a fancy word.
It is a fancy word. I like it.
What's the speed or velocity of this cruise ship?
Okay, so we have our distance, which is 20. And we have our time, which is quite large, but often they do this and they might ask for it, say, in hours or minutes.
They might. So if I'll say I'm asking for it in the speed I want in kilometres per hour.
Okay.
So the final answer has to be in kilometres per hour. You'd have to convert this metres into kilometres.
You would.
And this time into hours.
So to convert 20 metres into kilometres, you divide it by 1,000.
Yes, because there are 1,000 metres in a kilometre. Or a metre is 1,000 times smaller than a kilometre.
Absolutely. And then we have hours. How many seconds are in an hour?
Now this one, people actually get wrong. They think of 100 because there's 100 centimetres in a metre and stuff like that. But it's 60 seconds in a minute.
Yeah, and then 60 of those in an hour.
It is. And 60 times 60 happens to be 3,600.
So in fact that is
exactly 1 hour.
So now I've done
I
that.
did to make it a bit easier.
So we know it's just over.
Quite a bit harder.
1. Which takes us to the top bit. Now, this is similar to our standard form things.
It is.
You can count across.
You're going to be counting 3 spaces because there's 3 zeros.
Absolutely. So there's 1 space, there's another space, and there's another space. So it'll be the same as 0.02
over 1.
Over 1, which is just 0.02 kilometres an hour, which isn't very fast.
No, but it's not ridiculously unreasonable for a cruise ship. It
Yes.
would normally go a bit quicker than that. But
Out of a port they go quite slowly because they have very large mass.
they do. So that's how you would do this speed equals distance over time. They may ask you to rearrange it. They may
might.
give you a graph of time against speed and ask you for distance.
Yep, and you can just rearrange that so you can times both sides by time, and it becomes speed times time equals distance.
And that's the sort of thing they like to do. So in this case, I gave you 3,600 seconds. If you get it in kilometres per hour, it's just dividing by 1, so we can do that maths in our head. But in your exam, you may require a calculator, if they might do harder questions.
Yeah.
So if I plant an orange tree,
Yeah.
and I know the speed the orange tree grows in a year, and I know how much time there is in a year, and I know how large the tree would have to be to grow an orange, how long would it take you to get me the orange you owe me?
I reckon about 5 seconds.
Yeah.
Count it for me.
Okay, you ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, what? Oh, you got me an orange.
I did, it's an orange one.
I didn't know trees grew that quickly.
No, well, they're pretty fast.
So, how do I get into this?
Oh no, wait.
No.
You don't tap it.
You don't tap it.
You whack it.